24 hours, like absolutely shit show of an activity. The the bill to pass the merger of the Israeli and U.S. militaries is moving forward. And Congress authorized another $70 billion for ICE. And these fucking bastards met at 5 a.m. in the morning to pass a vote. Why do you need to meet at 5 a.m. in the morning if your vote has the support of the people? I think that's self-explanatory, is that it does not have the support of the people. This entire world is bought and sold by selfish, greedy bastards. There's no separation between the Democratic and the Republican Party. They're all selfish, greedy bastards, except for Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie and anyone else in that orbit. Everyone else is just really, I mean, what a short sighted way to live. Don't these people have fucking children and grandchildren? The world that they're going to create for them is fucking going to be awful. This summer, my son is 16. And literally, I told him, I said, normally I'd be like, get a job, learn AI, learn something, do something, productive this summer. I told him, I don't give a fuck what he does, because the future that is coming for him, with the prospect of getting drafted into the fucking IDF American Army in 2 years based on Palantir, his wants and needs, is probably greater than 50% at this time. So I told him, go surf, play golf, fuck around for as much time as you have this summer, because you may not have any time to fuck around in your life when you're a slave to the Chinese. He didn't really like that, the idea of being a slave to the Chinese. And then the best part about that conversation is then he said he thinks he wants to get a job at the golf course. So he's going to ask for a job at the golf course because that's what he wants to do. So that's how I've been raising my son. But honestly, I'm not being like dramatic. When what keeps me up at night is what the future is going to look like for my children. We can't have our like lawmakers going around voting on bills to combine the IDF and the American Army armed forces at 5 in the morning, and no one covering it, no one talking about it. Tomorrow, I'm going to go protest at the ICE detention center in LA and meet Robbie Roadsteamer and Chelsea Gods. Robbie Roadsteamer is a national hero, and he is going to be filming his music video protesting in front of the LA detention center, which it's 100% guaranteed that LAPD is going to go in at some point and crack skulls, like really crack skulls, and detain folks like Lady Liberty, that Vietch, who I mentioned in a previous post, probably get arrested. And I went one time, and I never even ended up getting out of my car, but I got my car got caught in the kettle, and the cops were yelling at me to drive away. But I was able to warn the people who were protesting that the cops had posted up, blocks away, because I saw like 20 trucks. 20 cop cars filled with like 8 guys and horses and stuff as I drove in. So I pulled in, checked out the scene. Basically, all the protesters were singing and dancing and having not fun, but making as much noise as they can, celebrating their right to protest. And then as I was driving, driving down the lane, one of the protesters who I told, help the protesters get out of the way so I could go through. It was super cool. On video telling them that the horses are coming. And then they blocked off the road I was going. They told me to turn around. And then I think I was one of the last cars out. And then they went in and maced people and arrested people, including, non-violent civic leaders. So I don't know what tomorrow. I was hoping to use our family drone to film, but I need some practice on it. And my son's not letting me take it until I practice a little bit, which is outrageous and reasonable. But we will, I guess, have an update. But right now, I'm pretty disappointed. Although the one spark of hope is how Albania is reacting to Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner trying to take their beautiful land. I actually should be in Albania right now. I was invited to go with a colleague to a music festival. I was going to go from the 5th to the 10th of this month. I pushed out because I had the responsibilities at home where I could be protesting with the Albanians in Albania and going to music festivals this weekend. Damn it. The hell was I thinking? So protest at ICE detention centers and hope not to get tear gassed instead. This has been a dispatch from Kyle of the Republic of Kyle. Don't lose hope, but we do have to try a lot fucking harder.